Next color we're doing is pearlized white. I'm going to use Tester's pearlized white for this pattern. It's nice even coats. Let me turn this camera a little bit this way. Now I currently have Bassmasters going on in the background, so you might be able to hear him talking. Next color is a pearlized silver. We use and create text here. I do thin this out a little bit. Nothing else goes on the belly because the belly's going to be white. Now in reality, there's not much difference between this pearlized silver and pearlized white. Alright, I'm going to do the bellies now. I'm just going to take opaque white from Kmart. Just to offset the colors. Now I could keep a pearl white, but I like to go back over the bellies with a bright white, so it stands out more. Hopefully you guys can see the difference there. Right. Okay, last color is I'm using a transparent black by Kmart. So the way you achieve that is just turn your pressure down so you're not spraying that much black, and hold your brush a little bit farther away than you normally would. And that's it. So you just go as dark as you would like the silver to be. So now I go to the back and start doing the back. Let the overspray go down the sides, of course, like you do with many other things. Just getting the sides a little bit darker to my liking. And the black on top darker. So this is what it should look like when you're ready for the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other part. Entails putting on the stripes for the stripe bass pattern, or wiper, striper, whatever you want to call it. And the way I did that is I took a piece of tape. You could use tape, you can use frisket paper, is good to be reused and so on. The way I did it, because the reference picture I was going by kind of looked like small squares, just like super close and super tight together. So that's what I did is I took X-Acto knife and cut out small squares as close together as I could, and that's my pattern. So the way I do this is, obviously I want the stripe patterns to go with the contours of the bait. So the way I do that is I'll put it where I want to start it at, and then the part where I need it to curve, I'll just take a extra piece of tape off and cut the pattern off on the tape. Then I'll spray that. Also, I cut too close to the end, so I suggest putting on a little protective piece back here. So this is pretty simplistic. Sorry if my voice is louder, you can hear me breathing hard or something. I'm like super close to the microphone. That's the best way to do it. So basically this takes about 2 to 3 times. I do 3 just so I can achieve the same darkness all throughout the whole thing. Okay, so there's the start. Alright, so we'll do one more on this and then call it good. No, it's not start. Same, everything, same thing. Square. Okay, wait there. I'm just going to go ahead. Try to line up as best as I can here. Stop right there. Alright, so this is the last one. So basically, that is that. I could come back and add another small one if I wanted to. Stay with the 3. I think I'll just stay with the 3. Gives it a good... Okay. I'm pretty sure these silver ones are Little John eyes, not Fat Papa. We need Fat Papa eyes, which are these red ones. We'll put that guy back. That guy can go right in there. These are the ones I want. Okay. I'll put these ones with the Little John eyes, since they're both half moons, half eyes, whatever you want to say. Take off this tape carefully. Come on now. Stop giving me a hard time. There you go. There's your striper bait. White bass, wiper. That's it. So we're going to go with a newer pattern here. This is my white bass pattern striper that I just came up with. Anyways. Okay, so basically what we have here, there's a dam. You can see by this red mark going across the whole screen here. And coming down from that dam is what we call a run, which you see right here. And then on the side of that, on the right hand side of that, there's a hole. It's pretty deep there. And what I'm trying to accomplish here is I want to cast out towards that run, because the faster and stronger fish are going to be out that way. And so I threw out there once, and I didn't get any hits, as you see. So this time I cast more into the hole and see if I can pull a fish out of there. This also doesn't result in a strike. So once again, I try to hit that seam line in between the hole itself and the run. And that's what I just casted for there. And it worked. I got a fish on, and that's pretty much it. At first I thought it might have been something a little bit bigger than a bass. I could tell it wasn't a bass right away. Well, on second thought, it is a bass, but it's not the typical smallmouth bass or largemouth bass. It's actually a hybrid striper, which we don't normally have in our river. They get stocked way upriver, and then over the years they've migrated down, and it's not a true striper. It's a hybrid striper. They don't respawn naturally. Our DEC takes them, spawns them up, and stocks them into the Tioga River, which is quite a bit a ways away. Then they just, they migrate down here, and this year so far has been a really good year for them. So yeah, at this very second right there, I saw what it was. It's like, oh, nice, striper. A striper eating my striper pattern bait. It's pretty ironic. Anyway, so I fight with him for a few minutes. Right now I'm getting my phone ready to so I can take a picture. I'm keeping the fish in the water while I'm getting my stuff ready, just so I don't keep them out of water longer than what I have to. Right there, I grab my players out just in case I need them, which I end up needing them. So I got my pliers, I got my phone ready to take a picture. Gonna pull them up on the shore now, hopefully without breaking my line. These things are quite heavy, but this is actually a smaller one. If I had to judge, I'd probably say about 6 pounds or so. Okay, here I snap out the hooks real quick before I grab the fish. I don't want the fish thrashing around and getting me stuck with hooks. So as you see, they're beautiful fish, and you can see the broken lines there, so that's one way to tell that it's a hybrid striper. And there's the release. I normally don't keep fish, so 99% of my fish go back in the water. Then after that, you know, I just go on to I fish that hole a few more times, pull a few bass out of it, as you can see now. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching creating the lure and then catching a few fish on it. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.